Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Now before we get into it, I just wanted to say that this video is not made in order to shame victims. I wanted to give the disclaimer, even though giving disclaimers on the internet often amount to nothing. You know, people just hear what they want to hear, they get triggered, and you know, they start typing without really listening to you. But I really wanted to give that disclaimer. I would never do that. I myself have survived bullying, abuse, whether it be physical or verbal. I am myself, now trigger warning here, a survivor of sexual molestation. So the last thing I would ever do is get on Kelly Rowland's internet and shame or blame any victim. I also wanted to acknowledge that there are real system of oppression in place that stops minorities, whether they be black people or, you know, trans or homosexual people, from getting to where it is they desire to go in life. Even poverty, right? There have been studies that prove that poverty is the hardest class to leave. There are also studies that have linked very closely poverty to poor impulse control, which, you know, we know that if you lack impulse control, building something or achieving something or getting anywhere in life is going to be quite challenging, right? Now, with that being said, I find that victim mentality, victim mindset is very, very prevalent. I see this most on TikTok. I see it on YouTube as well, but I see it most on TikTok, right? The other day, for example, I saw a dark-skinned black woman on TikTok talking about how because she's dark-skinned and because she's not the preference, she would never get married and she will never have children. And I watched that TikTok just shaking my head, because like, I am a dark-skinned, you know, black woman. I am a 4C hair having black woman, and I would never come to the conclusion that because of that I'm never going to get married or never have children. I mean, I've been married before, I have a daughter. I'm pretty sure I could get married again if I so desired. I could join any dating app today and have thousands of matching within days, and I'm sure that if I put in the dedication and abnegation required and really go, you know, on dates like diligently for, I don't know, perhaps 9 months, I'm sure I would find one person to be with, right? Now, is that person going to be a black man? I don't know, but it is possible to find somebody. I mean, if the goal for you is to get married and have children, you can achieve that. It may not be with a black man, maybe or maybe not, but fact is, it is possible to do that if that is the goal for you, right? So I want survivors of abuse or bullying to be very, very careful, because that usually leads to hopelessness, right? What happens when you grow up in a household when you had parents who, you know, had poor or exercised poor parenting, who perhaps shouldn't have been parents, you know, maybe they are victims of or survivors of abuse themselves, right? What happens is that they tend to repeat, you know, the cycle, whatever they've been through. So if they were physically hit by their parents, what most people tend to do, unfortunately, I would say in the 70, perhaps even 80%, is hit their kids as well, right? So what happened when that happens, because you are a child and you are not in a position where you can defend yourself, most people kind of like get into despair and kind of like get into hopelessness. And it is really important when you get into adulthood to be able to shake those feelings, because yes, it is true, when you were a child you were at the mercy of your caretakers and there is not much you could do against them. But once you are an adult, you are actually in charge of your life. You guys, I want you guys to remember that life is not happening to you. Hell, as a matter of fact, you are happening to life. You know, there are lots of people who've had challenging childhoods, things about Oprah Winfrey, you know, Maya Angelou, Viola Davis, and I could go on and on and on and on and on, but who were able to overcome those, you know, circumstances and be a triumph and let their life be a triumph and speak for itself. So I don't know who am I talking to. I'm doing this video hopefully to uplift and motivate somebody. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job at that wherever you are. If you're watching this video from your room and you haven't cleaned around in 2 weeks, please, this is your clue to get up and do something. Perhaps just take a shower if that hasn't happened in days for you. Perhaps just brush your teeth again if that haven't happened in days for you. Please get up. If you're looking for the one person that is going to change your life, then have a hard, long look in the mirror, because nobody's going to do it. Whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans that are in power, I promise you that your life is not going to change much. I mean, Barack Obama has been in power. Much people view him most people view him as a black man. Now in my opinion, he is a biracial man, but I understand why people would think of Barack Obama as a black man, because phenotypically he does look very black, right? And still I would say that the condition of black people in America hasn't changed much, right? So don't wait for other people to come and change your life, because nobody is going to do it. You have to take the first step. Now you are going to get help along the way, hopefully, but you have to take the first step. Do not let your story, where you come from, whatever you've been through, hold you back. Think of people who have been, or look for people rather, internet personalities, singer, actresses who have been to things similar to what you've been through, and use them on your vision board as a motivation to get to where you're going to. I'm begging of you guys, for example, again, trigger warning, if you have experienced sexual molestation in childhood, your innocence, your childhood was stolen. Yes, that is factual, that is unspeakable. Whoever did that is despicable. They stole your innocence, they stole your childhood. That is not right, and there is nothing that you could have done about it. You were an innocent child, an innocent baby girl, an angel, or some boys also go through that as well, or an innocent boy, right? But today, if you are watching this video, you are most likely, you know, a little bit older. According to my analytics, most of you guys are between 25 and 35. So let's say, for example purposes, that you are 26, 27, and you bump into this video again. What I'm asking of you, what I'm begging of you, do not give them your future. I'm being very intentional in the words that I use, because words have power. Yes, your past was taken, it was stolen, but if you do nothing but give into despair and depression and anxiety, you are giving them, you are handing to people who already stole your childhood from you, your future. I beg of you, do not do that. Get up and fight for what you want. Get what you want. Whatever it is you desire to get out of this life is your birthright. So get up and claim it. Okay, there is a piece of the cake in this world with your name on it. I beg of you, get up and claim it. Do not let sorrows of the past drain your voice today. You can share your story on social media. Think of content creator Shalom Black. Congratulations to her, who is expecting her first child. I mean, what happened to Shalom was really hard. She's a burn victim, a burn survivor, right? Like, that is one of the hardest, the most hurtful, the most painful things that can happen to you in life. Yet Shalom decided to use her voice to empower. I believe she has over 1 million subs. So Shalom has inspired, you know, I don't think everybody who is subscribed to her channel is a burn victim. I know I'm not, but I'm pretty sure she has inspired thousands, perhaps tens of thousands, hell, even hundreds of thousands of burns victims. So do not let your story, whatever happened to you, keep you down. Get up and fight for your life. Take the first step. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. Nothing good having in life come easy, but it's going to be worth it, and you deserve it. So today I beg of you, use social media, start an association. I know that this is something that I want to do, you know, in my country of origin, for little girls and little boys that are survivors of sexual molestation. But if you can't do that, if you don't have the means to do so, then use your voice on social media. Share your story, build a community about what happened to you. Today you can share stories about anything on social media and find people who can relate, who have been through the same thing. You know, one of the lies that depression tell us, that anxiety tell us, is that whatever we've been through, we are the only person who've been through that only happened to us, that, you know, that we are defective in a way, that something is wrong with us in particular. And part of claiming back your story is going out there and share it, and you will discover, I promise you, out of 8 billion human beings, I promise you that whatever your story is, and I have tremendous empathy for what it is, whatever it may be, right, they are, I promise you, I guarantee you, millions of people who've been through the same things, at least 100,000, I promise you, out of 8 billion people. So go out there and share your story and share your voice, and, you know, communicate with people who've been through the same thing. Uplift them, inspire them, do something, anything. I beg of you, turn your pain into power. Do not give in to despair, desperation, depression. You guys, I know I'm just rambling, but I really wanted to uplift and inspire today and motivate somebody today, somebody out there, whoever you may be, whatever your condition may be. Perhaps you even still live, you know, with your bullies, with your parents or cousin or whoever bullied you, you can still do something. You can detach yourself emotionally from them, right? Walk around the house with like earpieces, earplugs, you know, earphones, so that you don't have to listen to them. You can listen to music, you know. Cultivate a garden within your heart, a place that they cannot touch, a place that they cannot reach. Please, you guys, I beg of you, do not give your life to hopelessness. Do not give your life to hope. Whatever you do, please do not give your life to hopelessness. I know that, you know, this video was all over the place, you guys, and it was more a ramble than anything else, but I really had it in my heart today to uplift and motivate somebody. Get up and take a shower, get up and brush your teeth, get up and clean around your room. Remember, okay, a clear mind will come from, you know, a clear space. I hope that this video was helpful to someone, anyone, even if it's just one person. I would be grateful for that. If it was helpful to you, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up in the comment section down below. You know, let me know, what do you think about this subject? Do you think that, you know, putting yourself by the bootstrap, I know that a lot of people do hate this way of thinking, but what is the alternative, you guys? If you have another alternative, I would love to hear from that, you know, in the comment section down below. Consider subscribing to my channel as well, and I will talk to you guys on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye guys.